Alright guys, so it is what? It's an ad? Okay. You got popcorn? What? Hold on a second. Okay. So I am recording this video because I just wanna document where I'm at right now and how I'm feeling, because I don't know. I have no idea. Right now I'm, I don't know, just a little bit scared, but I'm not trying to upset anybody. So I'm kind of just, I guess, getting my feelings out so I can have them there, acknowledge that they exist, and move past them. Because, you know, although everybody is saying, you know, this Omicron variant is less scary than previous ones, it's still a variant. It's still COVID, and it's still fucking scary. Today is, technically now it's Monday, but it's Sunday. Technically now it's Monday because it's like 1 a.m. Monday, January 3rd, and I found out I had COVID. I found out I had COVID December 26th, 2021. So it's been about 8 days. But I had symptoms, now that I think about it, for at least a week before I found out I was positive, and now I'm just kind of going through the motions. At first, you know, I feel like this is kind of how it's been. The first week that I was sick, that I didn't know I had COVID, or I could have possibly had COVID and not know, I felt like I had just a cold, like a cold that was bugging me. And so I was still able to do all of the things that I normally do. I just felt like I had a cold. Then approaching Christmas, I started to feel more sick. Then on Christmas, I felt the worst out of this whole entire time. I was coughing back to back. I had radiating head pain in my neck all the way up. I was nauseous, I was throwing up, body aches, I was fatigued, just everything. Then I feel like a couple of days after finding out I was positive, I actually still had good energy. I wasn't coughing as much. I actually started to feel like, oh my gosh, okay, maybe the worst of this is over. And about 2 days ago, now we're talking about five days maybe after my positive, maybe like, well, no, I'd say maybe more like, because I found out on a Sunday, I'd say maybe like 3 or 4 days after my positive COVID test and going to the doctor. I found out I was positive with COVID, and then like a day later I went to the doctor and got it confirmed, which they told me wasn't necessary, but I did it anyway. They prescribed me over-the-counter, they prescribed me some vitamins, which I already had. And then they prescribed to me, and the vitamins that they prescribed me were vitamin C, but they also prescribed rod, vitamin C, zinc, and there was another one that I can't remember. I know it was for sure vitamin C and zinc. So if you guys are sick, make sure you're taking those, because the doctors are prescribing that, even though it's over the counter. So, but they also gave me prednisone, which is a steroid. Yes. Okay, hold on. Sorry, Onyx is watching. He's up because he took a late nap, and it's fine because I can't sleep anyway. I need the company. And he's watching a show, and he's asking me to switch, so to skip the commercial. So anyway, they prescribed me prednisone, which is a steroid, which I've taken before, and it's supposed to open up like the airways and just kind of make it easier for you to breathe, relieve some of the tension and the difficulty, the tightness. I got an inhaler, which is supposed to help with coughing, tightness, and then a cough syrup, which is supposed to help with coughing in general. And I find that the cough syrup does help me sleep. It does make me sleepy, which is kind of like not a good thing too, because I can't really sleep with the kids being here. And so I take it like when I'm off my shift and Rod is taking over, so he's watching the kids, and I am able to sleep for 2 to 3 hours because it has me knocked out. But other than it putting me to sleep, it doesn't really help my cough much. So I've been just taking regular over-the-counter Tylenol, flu, and using that for like my cough suppressant, because at least that has Tylenol, so it takes away, you know, some of the aches and pains. But yeah, like I was saying, I was starting to feel good. That's why I was able to get up and make soups and stuff like that. And then it just is like 3 days in, I feel like it hit me again. And instead of the symptoms that I had before with the super bad coughing and the vomiting, now I have more of like the fatigue. And even though I'm not as fatigued, my chest is just, you could just tell it's definitely something going on in my chest. Like a lots of like, I can't even take a deep breath without coughing. And it's like one of those coughs that you just can't clear, you know, where your body just keeps coughing, trying to shake whatever it is that's on it, you know, like, you know, you ever get into a real bad coughing spell and you just have to keep coughing until you finally like get that real good cough, and it's just like, ugh, you can feel it shake off your lungs and you might spit something. Okay, so my bad if you can hear the TV in the background, y'all. It's keeping them preoccupied. But anyway, so yeah, it's just like one of those coughs that you no matter how much you cough, you're not getting that satisfying, okay, I got this shit up off my chest. And on top of that now, I feel like it's getting harder for me to breathe comfortably. My chest is really, really heavy today. And to be honest, it's been like that most of the day, but because I do have the kids here and I am trying to, you know, stay focused on just keeping my head above water here with the kids in the house and things that need to be done and people that need to be taken care of. Honestly, the kids are doing great. I'm so blessed that the kids who do have COVID and who are showing symptoms are just having normal cold-like complaints and symptoms, and none of them are experiencing what me and Rod are going through. So I'm really grateful for that. I feel like they will, you know, the virus is going to run its course and they're going to suffer very minimally, like when it comes to symptoms. Me and Rod's symptoms are mild compared to what our friends, some of our friends and family have dealt with, but this shit's still no joke. It's not, although I don't have a fever and although I don't have some of the other symptoms, I'm just still trying to shake this cough. And that's like the most concerning thing for me because nobody wants to, first of all, it's hard to have a cough. And second of all, I feel like that's the #1 symptom that scares me of all of them. I can deal with the nausea, I can deal with the vomiting, I can deal with the appetite loss, I can deal with the loss of sense of smell and taste, which is not ideal, but it's definitely more doable than, is another ad? Hold on. Anyway, like I was saying, it's more doable than this cough that feels like it's attacking my lungs, to be honest, you know? I have to concentrate real close on breathing I just realized I haven't even been drinking a lot of water today. I didn't even eat until later on in the day when I finally had to get up at like 7 o'clock and make the kids dinner, because Rod was gonna make dinner, but he fell asleep. And I had slept for like 3 hours, and so I was like, okay, you know, he just fallen asleep. I just woke up. I'll just go ahead and cook dinner since I have some energy. And so I made dinner. The kids enjoyed it because I haven't really cooked at all besides soup. We've been either ordering in, like I've let them have McDonald's twice this week, because maybe 3 times. I'm not even sure. And just whatever to keep them fed without me having to overexert myself, and Rod too. So we might as well, I'm like, we just gonna do what we have to do to get through this. And like I said, the kids are pretty much, I don't wanna say they're fine, but they are definitely not, like I said, going through what me and Rod are going through at all. So they're eating normally and stuff like that. No one's having stomach issues anymore. I did have Cadence and Kaya that were a little bit sickly, but so far so good. Everybody's kind of like okay now. Kingston was feeling some symptoms, and I feel like the kids who were really down were down for a couple of days, and I feel like now a week later I can safely say they're getting back to where they're normal. I mean, Cadence asked me to go to the park the other day with some friends. Of course I said no because we're quarantining, but the fact that she was even asking to go tells me that she must be feeling better. So that's great for them. But meanwhile, your girl's up here just trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? The one thing that I don't have is a pulse ox thing, and I think I'm going to order one off Amazon just so me and Rod can keep a track on our oxygen levels, because I know that with this thing it gets real finicky, and if you start to feel like you're having breathing issues or shortness of breath, you need to know exactly when you need to go into the doctor and not wait, because your options just run out based off of what I'm seeing, okay, and reading. Your options just start to really run low when you wait too long. And so honestly, you guys, like the way I feel right now is like, I feel like I felt better before I went to the doctor and got the prednisone and the inhaler and the cough syrup. I took the prednisone, even though they only gave me 5 tablets, which is take it once a day in the morning. You know, I feel like after taking the prednisone, it's made me, I feel like it's made my cough worse, to be honest. Somebody's going to the bathroom. But I feel like it's made my cough worse. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I assume, like I said, my chest wasn't as irritated and I wasn't coughing as much before I started taking the prednisone. Now it's like it made it worse, and I don't know why that is, because I was thinking, okay, at the time I wasn't having super heavy chest issues, but I was like, well, if they gave me this prednisone to keep my airways, you know, open and my chest from feeling, you know, whatever, it's going to help me be proactive in fighting off this virus from attacking me in that way. And so of course I'm taking it, but taking it, it's like I don't know, I'm not feeling like it's doing a lot for me right now. It's feeling a lot like it's just not helping do what it's supposed to be doing. It's actually feeling like the opposite right now. So I just took some multi-symptom cold medicine. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm taking. Okay, so I was gonna try to find I popped a cough drop in, so if you guys hear me with some in my mouth, that's what it is. But so I tried to find my Tylenol cold and flu multi-symptom gels that I've been taking, but I'm out of them. I believe I used all of them, and I thought I kept the container, but I didn't. So that's what I was using before I went to the doctor, to suppress my cough a little bit, just to get some relief, even though I know coughing is good, because I feel like it's agitating that mucus so it doesn't build up on you. But you know, just too much is just counterproductive for me. I can't catch my breath. I can't, you know what I'm saying? And it just, chest is burning. I'm throwing up constantly. I just can't continue to cough like that. So I have to find some relief somehow. So anyway, the kids who are coughing, so the kids who have a cough right now are Onyx, which concerns me. I'm not gonna lie. It is worrisome, but I am trying so hard. I am just trying so hard to not freak out, you know? Don't freak out, because I feel like if we start panicking, or if I start panicking, because I worry, girl, I worry about my babies more than anything. I worry about me. I worry about Rod. I worry about all of us. But if I start panicking, girl, what I'm not going to be any use to anybody, you know? So anyway, Robitussin, cold and cough. It doesn't have any ibuprofen or any Tylenol in it. It's just got an antihistamine and a cough suppressant, and it's whatever flavor this is. It's like a berry or candy type flavor, which I don't know about y'all, but I always have problem getting my kids taking certain types of medicines just because of the flavor. But like the good multi-symptom cough medicines, they never come in a good flavor. But so I've been giving them this Robitussin, you know, as needed. And then Rod today, he picked up some NyQuil, or he ordered, we haven't been going anywhere. He ordered some NyQuil Severe Cold and Flu. And this one's the nighttime relief kind. So I'm not sure if this is gonna make me tired. It probably will, that's okay, it's late. But this one helps with headache, fever, sore throat, minor aches and pains, nasal decongestion and pressure, sneezing, runny nose, and cough. Now, the only real reason why I want to take this is for the Tylenol that's in it and for the cough suppressant. Because you guys, literally, like, I don't have bad congestion. My nose is kind of runny and I've been blowing it. I've had some phlegm, but my biggest concern and my biggest complaint right now is my chest heaviness, which this is new over the last couple of days. My chest feeling heavy is not something that I've had to experience this time, or I haven't had experience yet with this virus. And the cough. And then also another big complaint for me is the nausea. So the nausea, the chest discomfort, and the cough for me are the three main complaints that I have, and I just want to get rid of those, like all of them, all at once together now. Every time I feel like I'm going to cough or I have a coughing spell, it just scares the fuck out of me. I don't want to be sick like this because, you know, my mind just starts going places I don't need it to go. And I'm like, listen, no, we're not about to do this to yourself. You are definitely going to make it through this. I mean, I know I'm not the only one, y'all. This is why I'm recording this right now. Because I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying? No. We made it through 2 years of not getting COVID. 2 years, that is something to definitely be proud of. 2 years with never getting sick. And it seems like everybody kind of got this explosion of this next wave, this variant. It's like we all kind of heard about it around the same time. And before we even knew or had a chance to like figure out some new tactics to keep that shit away, we all caught it. It just is so crazy to me. But I just pray to God every night, every day. I'm praying that he will see us through and get us back healthy, back 100. I know I've had a couple of people ask me if I will get vaccinated after this. And honestly, I mean, it's enough to make you definitely want to go get vaccinated. But I'm so scared of just anything right now. I just want to get well first, because I can't even make that decision right now because I'm not even well enough to get a vaccine. So I can't even make that decision. But I will tell you, this makes me want to go run and get one. But then again, it doesn't. You see what I'm saying? So I haven't even had a chance to really even think about it because I'm too busy just trying to live. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. My mom, so I didn't really mention this in my other 2 vlogs, but my mom came down for Christmas because obviously she's in Houston by herself, and I didn't want her in Houston by herself for the holiday because that just isn't right. But I was sick. I didn't feel well, so I told her I didn't feel like driving. And normally, you know, if I'm sick or the kids are sick, she won't even risk it because my mom is a high-risk patient, and so she can't really even be around sick people. But sometimes if it's like a light cold, or, you know, we don't have that many symptoms, or just runny nose or whatever, she'll just wear a mask, or I'll keep those kids kind of away from her, and we'll mask up, and, you know, usually we can kind of squeeze through and she won't get sick, or, you know. And so because I didn't get tested before she came out, we didn't know. I thought I just had a cold. And my cold didn't even really get bad until the morning of, or like right before she started. She was on her way out here. So I had her come out here. And like I said, just as the day progressed, I just was progressively getting worse, more coughing, more not feeling good, just more. And then my mom was like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. You are clearly really sick. And I was like, yeah, I didn't realize I was gonna wake up this morning and feel this bad. I didn't, you know, anticipate it. I thought I was just having just a, you know, a slight cold. And so, you know, my mom goes back home. So she was only here for a total of maybe 4 hours. She wore her mask the entire time. She had no contact with us. She just was kind of like sitting, hanging out, talking to us and stuff. But again, this shit is highly contagious, you guys. She was in our house for 4 hours. And so she went home and she waited her, I think when you come in contact with her, you're supposed to wait 5 days. So she waited her 5-day waiting period, and then she got tested, and it came back that she had COVID, but she's also doing okay. She's not coughing. She doesn't have a lot of issues that we're experiencing right now, but she is a kidney patient, and so that puts her at high risk to have complications if she starts having any symptoms. But anyway, so right now she's in the hospital, but not necessarily COVID related. It's other reasons. And so she had to go to the hospital to get dialysis because she's positive, she can't go to her normal clinic. And so, but while being there, they decided to just go ahead and keep her because she is COVID positive, because she is high risk, and because she does have other things, you know, kind of other things kind of going on right now. So they're just gonna keep her and do a couple of things and just make sure she's good. And I honestly told her, I was like, you know, it's probably best that you be in the hospital right now. I can't get to her, obviously, but you know, it's probably the best thing for her to be there, because then that way, even though she's not having like a lot of symptoms of COVID because she's positive and she's high risk, they can help her in whichever way she needs to be helped so she does not progress to anything worse, you know? So I'm very, I don't know. I'm all over the place, you guys. And now I'm starting to I feel like I'm getting sleepy from this damn NyQuil. I done talked myself into being exhausted. And I turned on the camera because I was feeling some anxiety. I was just scared. But, so I guess I have accomplished what I tried to accomplish. But really what I was gonna say is that there's just so much going on right now in the world, and it's just so scary to have something like this. And just the thought of not being alive because of something like this, and it just really scares me. I'm so grateful that my kids are handling this like a champ. I feel like I said, all of them are doing so very well. It far exceeded my expectations. And I'm blessed to be able to say that, because I know it's not like that for every case. I'm even blessed, even though I know my symptoms are scary to me, I know that there are tons of cases that have been way more severe. So I'm very grateful to have whatever level of health I am having right now, because I do recognize that it could be worse. And so I'm trying to stay focused on the fact that I am on my 2 feet. I'm standing here. I'm able to still move around. I am breathing on my own. I am still here fighting this thing. And that is something, you know. And I'm just gonna focus on that. But I think I am still gonna order a post-ox from Amazon, just so we can have it until everybody gets better, because I know that's what everybody was telling us we need to have. Not everybody, but I was doing some research, and that's in my research that came up, like, you need to have one of those just so you can check your oxygen levels, just to make sure everything's everything. Before, maybe I wouldn't have necessarily thought that it was needed, but with my coughing and my chest on this side particularly feeling the way that it is, I'm just like, I need to keep closer check on my oxygen levels, and Rod's too, so I could just go pop it on his finger and just test him and test me, and just make sure that we on top of this thing, because we got tons of life to live. We've got tons and tons of love to give, and I just want to make sure that we fight this thing, and we beat this shit. Like, what's up Omicron? What you want to fight? Because that's what you gonna get, a fight over here. We ain't just finna lay down and take no beating. Like, we not doing that. No. No. So I will keep you guys posted. I know this is kind of lengthy, but I had to get it out, and I feel like maybe it'll help somebody else who's going through this at the same time. That's what content creators are here for, to run our mouths and inspire somebody else, maybe, or help somebody else through their tough time. I know I'm behind on social media. I have not been responding to DMs. I have not had the energy, honey, to do anything but just barely survive. I mean, my kitchen, I got dishes that need to be washed right now. I have groceries from last night that we ordered. I ordered a few things, and I need to put those up, and I just haven't had the energy to do much of anything. Look at me, y'all. I mean, look at me. Okay, this is how I look. But I'm trying to pull it together, and I'm just gonna pull out this camera, and I'm gonna give it to you raw and real, if I have the energy and I have something to say, an update. And I told Rod, if I don't start feeling better chest-wise, breathing-wise, by tomorrow, then I'm gonna be back in the hospital, just having them check me out, making sure I'm okay, making sure my oxygen levels are good, because I cannot afford to be sick. So I can't afford to miss an opportunity to get my ass to the doctor if that's where I need to be. Yeah. What you want? Cup? Yeah. I gotta go make a cup for Onyx, and I am going to make some tea and lay down. Actually, I'm so tired. That medicine has me so drowsy. I don't think I'm gonna even make tea. I might just take my bottled water, my cough drops, make the baby a cup, lay down, and hopefully he watches TV. Okay, hopefully he watches TV. Because I'm on a night shift tonight, and I'm already exhausted. All right, y'all. I love you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Each like you guys put under this video equals 1 prayer. I know that when you talk about things like this, it's hard to hit a like, because it's like, I don't want to like the situation that you're in right now, or say that I like this video, because I don't like that you're in this position. But likes still do help us out. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get back to normal content. So for right now, everything COVID update related is our content. Otherwise I wouldn't be posting anything at all. So 1 like equals 1 prayer, and we just gonna keep running them up, and I'm just gonna keep coming out here and talking to you guys and running my mouth. Here I go rambling again. Okay, I'm done. I love y'all. See y'all next time.